Hello, welcome back again to the podcast about everything. I'm Dante Chesley. This is the podcast about everything because I literally just talk about everything and anything that I feel like talking about. And what I wanted to talk about was that I had to just restart it because I had the plugs into the wrong. I had it on output instead of input, so it wasn't recording anything. I just talked about The Walking Dead and how I'm so very far. I think I'm 4 episodes behind, but in the age of spoilers, I'm still caught up. I know Negan's not dead. I've read a little bit ahead in the comic books, and I know he's not going to die. So, man, I hope no. I hope whoever's listening to this. Shit. Yeah, sorry about that. That's my bad. Um, you know, but it's a crazy show because, like I was saying before, I realized I didn't freaking you know put the chords in the right one. Was that they come into so many spaces, and they take it over, and then they just leave it in rubble. Because I mean, okay, first off, they were in that little camp uh by the quarry or the river or whatever it was, and then they fucking moved from there to the CDC place where that guy trapped them, and then that blew up. Then they wandered a little bit. Then they found the farm. They blew that up. Then they went to the prison, blew that up. Then after the prison, they went to Alexandria. Alexandria's got run over like two or three times, maybe. I'm trying to think. At least twice. At least twice. Because once was Negan. Like, no, three times. Because then Negan came through there one time. They ran him away. He came back again and raised that joint. And then there was one where the walkers just, I guess, busted through. Because that's when that little shit, I forget what his name is. I'm going to call him Ethan. Let me look it up. I'm going to call him Ethan. Ooh, shit. We'll talk about that in a second. But I'm going to say Ethan. I'm going to call him Ethan. That's what I'm going to call him because little Ethan was a little shitbag, and he decided when we go outside amidst the litany of walkers that we've got going. Hang on. Okay, that's enough of that. I've got step by step on in the background here. But little Ethan was a shitbag, and he like they said be quiet. They said just stay quiet. If you knew he was going to freak out, why would you not put the hood over his head like you did the baby? The baby was doing more fine than the grown kid was. But I guess because Edith had been around walkers since like birth. Could you fucking imagine that? Could you imagine your child? Like it's like okay, now our children are born into a world never having not known the internet or not knowing, cell phones, dumb shit like that. But then this baby was born into the world of not having a stable home. She's never known a world without zombies, without quote unquote walkers. What kind of shit is that? Honestly, if I had a baby, if I had gotten pregnant in a zombie apocalypse, I don't know how I'd react. I would love that baby till the day I died, but man, I'd feel like such like on a certain level, you have to feel like such a dickhead. Like, oh, my pleasure brought forth this baby into this apocalyptic world where there are creatures who literally want to eat my flesh. You know what I mean? Who literally want to eat my flesh. God, that is crazy. That is some crazy shit. I don't think I could. I don't think I could do it. It would be hard. I'd do everything I could to make sure that there was no that there was no baby having going on, because that's insane. That'd be insane. And then this is a whole nother question I have with the zombie epidemic in the first place. I know this is how they were created, but if a person came back from the dead, why would their first thought be, I have to eat the flesh of another human being? If they're so dumb that they don't, recognize that they're walking, I guess, in packs, that they're just, brain dead idiots, why would the one thing they do be super violent and fucking eating flesh? Because we've seen it doesn't make them not rot, I guess. You know what I mean? It does. It's not like it's Popeye and it's spinach. Like, my fucking knees falling off at the joint. Let me eat this thing to get sustenance to, make the ligaments grow back. That's kind of good. That's the kind of person I am. And it still won't. Hey Google. Hey Google, stop. Okay, Google. Okay, Google. See, this, sometimes it works, sometimes it freaking doesn't work, and this stupid thing. But okay, the next thing I guess that I saw when I was trying to look up who Rick's girlfriend was it says now that Black Panther. Let me pull this shtickle of fluoride. Let me pull this shtickle of fluoride back up. Box office, Black Panther becomes top grossing superhero film of all freaking time. Of all time. Wakanda forever. Huh? You can hear it though. I'm throwing up the Wakanda forever sign back here. But that is incredible. That is incredible because Black Panther was a solo effort. It was a solo effort, solo film, solo hero story that beat all of the Avengers combined. Not only did it beat their movies, it beat all of the Avengers combined. And then to now beat Black Panther again, they have to come back together to beat Black Panther. And Black Panther's still in that movie. Much of the movie takes place in Wakanda, I'm gonna guess. Because okay, now we're gonna get into it because let's break down this theory that I'm having. This is what I want to have had happen. Thanos is obviously, I'm guessing the movie's gonna take place in two parts because we see Iron Man's team and we see Captain America's team. Iron Man's team is like, I'm guessing it's gonna be the Guardians of the Galaxy and Spider-Man, since they've got that crazy relationship. And then Captain America's team is gonna be his team, like Hawkeye. I don't think Hawkeye's even going to be in this joint. I think he is, but they're just not showing him. It's going to be like Hawkeye, Black Widow, and Black Panther, all of his Wakanda. Hulk's going to be there. War Machine's going to be there. My girl, chip, 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 chip. I love that shit. Okoye is going to be there. Chip, 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 chip. I can't wait. Okay. There's a lot of things going on in my head about the Avengers. I can't wait to see all of them interact together. But back to the theory is what I want to happen is I want for somehow, because I read a comic book. I think I was reading Infinity where Corvus Glaive he goes to, you'll see who he is in the movie. He goes to the worlds and he says, look, Thanos is coming. This shit's getting ready to get fucking cray. It's gonna. Oh man, what the fuck? What is this? I'm thinking I've got these. Okay, as long as it's recording. As long as it's recording. Sorry, there was a little intermission there. There's a little. Cause I forget. This thing's a piece. It's not a piece. It's just I can't remember how to do it. But okay, so the hang on. There it is. Okay, so there. Let's see if this works now. Let's see if this works. Nope, still here. Okay, we'll just do it like this and see what happens later. we'll let's. I'm gonna pause it for one quick second. Let's just see if this is working like my gherkin. We'll be back in 3 minutes.
Check it a check. Okay, we're back. Here we go. But okay, sorry. I had to figure out cuz this I'm new to this. I got shit to say though, but I had the plugs plugged into the wrong fucking outlets. Okay. But anyway, what I'm expecting and what I want to happen is they're in Wakanda. They're like I said, Corvus Glaive, he's there. He's like, yo, I'm about to come fuck your shit up in the name of Thanos, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? So then after that happens, they're there. They're like, we know you have a stone. We know you have this. We know you have that. And then all of a sudden, it's like, T'Challa's like, how did you know that we have a stone? And then they're like, a little fishy told us. Boom, drops Namor. It's a name drop for Namor. We drop Namor. We drop the kingdom of Atlantis, and then we also set up, I guess, a villain for the second Black Panther. Which is cool because where do you go after that? They killed Claw off. That the movie was good. That might have been one flaws with it, which I do have with pretty much every Marvel movie up until this point. They kill off their best villains all the time. Killing off Red Skull and then having absolutely no backup plan, I guess, to bring him back. Red Skull is one of Captain America's greatest motherfucking nemesises, whatever. You know what I'm saying. He's one of his greatest fucking enemies. And to just I guess man, really just kill him off. And then, because in comic books, nobody stays dead. Everybody knows that. Nobody stays dead. Captain America has died. I think Spider-Man's died. Batman has freaking died. Batman's gone back in fucking time. Okay? Batman has been a pirate and in the Crusades, if I believe, because Batman Battle of the Cowl is about Batman after Final Crisis. I think when he gets hit with that Omega Beam, he dies, but then he comes back. It's complicated. Nobody stays dead. Wolverine's died. He's come back. I don't know how many times. I'm pretty sure Jean Grey's died a bunch. Professor X, he's died. You know what I mean? So it's to just kill off all your freaking people just so easily. Cause then you'd think that you'd keep some of these guys around so that you could form some sort of super team for the Avengers to fight at a later date. You know what I mean? But hey, up until now, fucking Kevin Feige, they've got all that shit figured out, man. they've got all of that goddamn. They've got that goddamn shit figured out down to the T. Cause you have to think back when Iron Man was first announced back in '08. Did they know that in 2018 we'd be sitting here like, man, this shit's about to fucking pop off, dog. Do you think that if they did, the foresight for this was great. It was freaking amazing. Cause I wonder if they could have if they could have even previewed, if they could have known that that it would have worked out this well. You know what I mean? And I know what somebody's thinking, oh, I wish DC could do the same thing. The only reason we think the Marvel way is the best way is because Marvel did it first. If it had come out, if DC had come out first and put out, their Justice League Mortal. I saw the pictures for that shit the other day. Even if it didn't have any name brand people, it still would have been so cool to see all of them on screen, because not only did they have Aquaman, they had Hawkman, they had Martian Manhunter, who, me personally, I think they should not have left him out in the first Justice League. Because if they were just going to go ahead and find all of these people, why couldn't John have been found too? You know what I mean? Unless they really want to focus on Superman being the big heavy, the guy to bail them out with the strength all the time. Because let's face it, John is just a green Superman, and he has wonderful, telekinetic abilities that could probably cripple Superman if he wanted to. But then there's a whole, Superman's got